What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to some more Littleroot laddering. So we're continuing on playing some more Oranguru and Caly-Ice. We got Primarina, Ensign, Volcarona, and of course everyone's favorite grass starter. That's not accurate. Let's see. What's the nicest thing I can say about Sceptile? It is the third best Hoenn starter? That's about the best I got. But this is a team. I mean, obviously, I love Eternatus. So I'm kind of all about this team. Golisopod's super cool too. I could honestly see either Urshifu here. Like, either way, you have your Fire, Water, Grass core between Golisopod, Entei, Whimsicott. So, like, I could see it being Water Fu, but at the same time, I could see it being Dark Fu. I think this is a Oranguru Caly with probably Ensign and I don't care for Primarina here. I think this is Volcarona. I think this is fine. Sure, ship it. Let's do it. So plan for this game. Trigger policy, set trick room, question mark, run them over. Cool. Glad we figured that one out. So let's see in practice how well that actually goes over. Golisopod, Entei. Oranguru can take a first impression here, right? Right, guys? If nobody got me, Oranguru got me. I could switch Oranguru out into Ensign and set Trick Room with Calyrex, but that seems pretty bad in the face of Entei, because then they just get a free Sacred Fire off. We're gonna pray that Oranguru can take this. I believe in Oranguru. Come on, buddy. One time. Oh, no. Don't do that. No. Don't do this. No! My Oranguru! Alright, so it wasn't first impression, but... Okay, now what? So let's bring out Ensign, I guess. Honestly, really well played there by our opponent, doubling into Oranguru. Really well played. Switching out would have actually been the better play there for us. So we can... I guess we just go for Fake Out into Golisopod and set Trick Room here. I feel like we don't do anything if Trick Room's not up. So, like, I feel like that's our priority right now. I don't feel great. Like, obviously our opponent played that first turn about as perfectly as you could have anticipated. Yep, they protect here. This should probably be a Flare Blitz into my Calyrex. I mean, a Sacred Fire. It's just going to be a Crunch. Well, that's going to trigger my policy, so thanks, opponent. So now, I wonder if this is, like... I wonder if this is Scarf Entei. I could see this being Scarf Entei. I'm going to go for a Parting Shot off of that slot. What ice switch-ins do they have? Literally none. Cool. So yeah, we'll parting shot off of the Entei, and we'll go for... I lied. We're going to Flare Blitz the Golisopod, and we're going to high horsepower into the Entei. The way they've played this makes me think they're Scarf. Ow. Today I learned Golisopod gets Sucker Punch. So that's really cool. So now we're at +3. This shouldn't take them out. Nowhere near it. Okay. So now I can... I think they protect Eternatus this turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to parting shot off of the Golisopod. And I'm going to protect Caly-Rex. This is going to put Golisopod to -2 and prevent a... Golisopod gets Wide Guard? Holy cow, this thing is actually sick. I didn't know this. This is so cool. They got a lot of stuff going on here, and I'm kind of a fan of, like, all of it. Okay. So if that's their play... Two turns. I'm going to Rage Powder Volcarona this turn. And I'm going to go for the Eternatus. This might KO them. Yeah, Wide Guard away. I want to KO the Eternatus because then Golisopod's ability won't be able to trigger to switch itself out. So it's going to be forced to stay in at -2 like it currently is. Okay, cool. So now it doesn't matter what Golisopod does. They can't click Sucker Punch because Volcarona will be able to redirect it. They can click Wide Guard, but it doesn't really matter because I'll just high horsepower instead. So I think the play this turn is actually... I want to Quiver Dance. I'm going to high horsepower into Golisopod to pick it up. I can see Urshifu protecting this turn. Okay, they do protect. They protect it with Golisopod as well. But because of Wide Guard, it failed. So we get our Quiver Dance up. So now Volcarona's the fastest thing on the field. We can Fiery Dance, and we can... I mean, I'll go for a higher horsepower into Urshifu. Fiery Dance will take out the Golisopod. We go to +2. They're going to Surging Strikes. The question is where is this going? It's going to go into my Caly-Rex, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Nope. It's going to be short. So then high horsepower connects. They're going to go down to Sash, but I can just attack with Volcarona and it'll pick up the KO. Okay. And Fiery Dance is 100% accurate, so there's no way we lose this game. I'm going to protect Caly-Rex just to be safe. In case they go for like an Aqua Jet here. So honestly, after our opponent played... oh yeah, duh, I'm an idiot. I am an idiot and forgot that that works for all physical moves coming off from Urshifu and not just Surging Strikes. I mean, it doesn't matter. We still came out ahead, but oops. So after turn one went so brilliantly for our opponent, we were just able to basically do Calyrex things and take the hit for it and just run them over. Golisopod's really cool. It was not a mon that I had on my radar of being able to do things against us, and I mean honestly it was kind of scary there having access to Sucker Punch and Wide Guard, so like it had some stuff that was potentially really scary for us. So this is the Rain Zacian team that's been running around. I believe this is like Expert Belt Pelipper if it's like the common iteration. Of course you have your Life Orb on Landorus. I believe this is Iron Ball Grimmsnarl. So that's annoying. And then of course you have your Instant Rillaboom shenanigans. I really like Volcarona. I really like Ensign. I think I like Primarina and Calyrex. I kind of want to try to do Trick Room things. I honestly think Oranguru Calyrex is pretty great up front here. With Ensign, Prim in the back. Do I want Primarina? I don't think so. Do I anticipate them bringing Pelipper? Pelipper's good against like Volcarona Ensign. So what is Primarina doing in this instance? Dealing with Landorus? But I already have Calyrex for that. Calyrex deals with Rillaboom. Okay. I think I want Volcarona. I could see this being Prim. But I think I like Volk more. That one's really close, I think. Volk being able to switch in on like a fake out and get a free burn on Rillaboom is okay. It's gonna be Grimmsnarl plus Ensign. Okay. So this is a free Trick Room. Unless they have double taunt. But I don't see. My Calyrex is faster than their Incineroar. So I'll set Trick Room. And I'll just protect here, I think. I could fire off a Glacial Lance. Could high horsepower into Ensign. What is this risking if I do that? Trick. But I think Trick is going to get me regardless. And honestly, if they trick me, that's kind of whatever. Okay, they're going to taunt. I'm going to eat my Mental Herb. That's actually really good damage, even at -1. They're going to Spirit Break into Calyrex. That's not relevant. I'm going to set my Trick Room. So now I can go for a Brutal Swing. Brutal Swing will proc my Policy. And I can Glacial Lance here. It probably isn't enough to pick up the KO on Ensign. I could have instructed this turn to high horsepower the Ensign slot, and then I go to neutral and fire off a Glacial Lance into the Grimmsnarl that way. This way I get to go to +2. Okay, they're gonna withdraw. They're gonna go into Pelipper. Okay. This is fine. Okay, they are going to trick. So they just gave my Oranguru Iron Ball? That seems really bizarre. So now I'm at +1. So now I'm at +3. Caly-Ice is busted, guys. They're going to bring back out Ensign. I'm going to go to +2. And they have Zacian as their last. Not really surprised by that. So here I'm going to high horsepower into Ensign. No, I am going to... What do I want to do this turn? I think I'm going to swap Oranguru out for Ensign here. Get the free Intimidate off on them. And... No. Yes. No. Yes. And I'm going to click Protect this turn. I think this is fine. This gets my Intimidate off. This prevents their Fake Out. I have a feeling this is Protect coming out from Zacian. And I still have a +2 Caly-Ice, so like, I feel pretty okay about my current position. Okay, so they just doubled my Caly-Ice. That's fine. So now I can... I'm going to swap out Ensign into Oranguru this turn. I'm going to high horsepower into Ensign. This is just to continue to have Intimidate support if I need it. Yep, they protect. That's completely expected. Now I get to pick up their Ensign, and now I can instruct high horsepower plus high horsepower. Cool, now we're at +3. I'm actually going to taunt the Zacian. Do I want to do that? I have any reason to do that? I think I just instruct. There's my high horsepower. Bop 'em. Sweet. Okay, so... That was a sick game. Caly-Ice is so good. Just absolutely absurd. So I think the play they should have made was, like, obviously this is with the knowledge of what we have, but giving my Oranguru Iron Ball didn't actually accomplish anything. So I think the play they should have gone for was instead Iron Ball my Caly-Ice and take away my weakness policy. Obviously, that's with the information of what we know that's where that is. But honestly, what else would you really anticipate on Caly-Ice in this format? Like, weakness policy is just so common. They actually had Wide Guard on their Pelipper as well, so being able to just one-shot it on the switch-in was obviously very good for us. I think the mons they brought all made sense. The one that I'm kind of on the fence about is Pelipper, but I think overall I like it. Like Rillaboom could be okay just so you can have like Grassy Glide into Caly-Ice under Trick Room, but I mean obviously you line up very poorly against Caly-Ice and you're probably just gonna get one shot. Preserving their Ensign was good. Obviously we had the mental herb, so taunt didn't do anything. But if they happen to also have taunt on Grimmsnarl, it could have been bad. Obviously, in hindsight, they don't, so that was one less thing we had to worry about. But them only having Light Screen on this team is really interesting as well. I guess it's just because you do have Ensign to be able to deal with physical attackers. And then between that and, like, multiple substitutes on this team, you just don't really care. Between multiple fake outs, intimidate, and multiple substitutes, you just neuter special attackers that way. Or, I mean, physical attackers that way. It's an interesting idea. I don't know how I feel about it in practice. I feel like if you're going to do screens, you probably want to do all or nothing, but I don't know. Obviously, it has done okay. I know Aaron Zhang has played that team in the last week or so. So it's a very cool team. I am definitely a fan of the Pelipper next to Zacian to prevent the fire weaknesses and to be able to control weather. The problem is like Groudon is not nearly as popular as Kyogre, so you're not really being able to take away weather from Groudon or from Kyogre. All right, last one of the day. Last one with this team. Indeedee, Zern. But they have their own Trick Room mode here with Stakataka and Torkoal, so like that is something we need to be weary of. What do I like? I like Incineroar. Incineroar being able to intimidate not only Crocodile, but also Stakataka and potentially Dragonite, depending on their ability. Most likely it's going to be Inner Focus, so that's not going to completely work for us, but that is important to note. I think just going Trick Room is fine. I think these are the 4 I want. I don't think Sceptile really pulls its weight here. Honestly, Sceptile doesn't seem awful. Like, if they get a Geomancy up, we can take a hit and Endeavor them and then KO them the following turn. But I think I like Ensign Prim more. I think Prim does more for us. And I didn't get locked in, so we're going to be leading Ensign Calyrex. I didn't get locked in time. That's fine. Like, that lead's not awful for us. Obviously, I would like to have a Rangaroo up front, but this is fine. It's going to be Stacka plus Zern. Okay. Honestly, this is not terrible for us. So what we can do this turn, we intimidate the Stakataka, which is great for us. I think the play I like, so I think I just want to high horsepower into Stakataka and taunt the Xerneas. They're not going to set up Trick Room, are they? I don't know why I thought taunting the Xerneas was going to work here. But I'm really hoping they set up Trick Room for me. I don't know why I thought that was going to work. Please set Trick Room. You just Rock Slide. Calyrex avoids, Ensign avoids. Okay. So now I'm going to click Trick Room. And go into a Rangaroo? I wonder how well Calyrex takes this. They're going to Wide Guard. That's completely fine. D-Gleam. Oh yeah, we take that. Okay. So honestly, not awful. I think now Stakataka tries to attack. So I think I'm going to swap out a Rangaroo for Ensign. Get another Intimidate off onto it. If they have Gyro Ball here, it's not going to be great. He's going to put stack attack at a -2. And after this, Calyrex is going to go to +1 if we get the hit off. Holy cow, this stack attack has been so unlucky. Out of 2 rock slides, they've hit 1 Mon. Okay, so we pick up the stack attacker, which is obviously very good for us. Calyrex is now at +1. And we should be able to take another Dazzling Gleam. JK, LOL. We just got a low roll last time. And they crit my Ensign, which is obviously very bad as well. Alright, Primarina. This is all you. Alright, Primarina. Really gonna need you to pull your weight here. I mean... Prim is faster than a Rangaroo, isn't it? Dang. I guess we can taunt the Torkoal. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Zern's going to be able to take this hit. They have Eruption in the Sun. That's going to pick up my Oranguru. It's basically not going to do anything to Prim, so that's cool. Just crit the, nope, not even close. Take the D-Gleam? I mean, we're AV. Not even, oh, we actually did! The problem is we're dead to an Eruption now. Just crit? I don't know how we win this, but just crit. Have the Torkoal miss their Heat Wave. Because clearly they're going to go for Heat Wave here. They did not. They went for Earth Power. You know? Okay. Let's think about this game. Obviously, taunting the Zern did absolutely nothing for us. So I think the play we make is fake out the Zern and set Trick Room. If they hit the Rock Slide, they trigger our policy, which then allows us to high horsepower plus taunt. Taunt the Zern then. The problem is if they hit the Rock Slide, they're going to be slower than us the following turn because we set Trick Room. So that doesn't quite work in our favor. I think the real play was obviously have our correct lead, where we can, I think high horsepower plus Trick Room with Oranguru is the correct play. And then from there, we can instruct to pick up the Calyrex, to pick up the Stack Attacker, and we fire off a Glacial Lance into the Zern at +1. This is, again, all on the back of Stack Attacker missing its Rock Slides. Which is not great for us. Like, obviously, them hitting 1 out of 4 Rock Slides is very good for us. The one they hit, obviously, was very impactful. I don't know how we effectively deal with Zern with this team. I really don't like our matchup, to be 100% honest. Especially like with the mons that they have. Life Orb, Adamant, Dragonite, very cool. Safety Goggles, not really surprised by that. They actually did have Gyro Ball too, so it would have done a major chunk to us. Yep. Choice Scarf Krook. Very cool. Yeah, I don't know how our Zern matchup feels, but on paper it doesn't look great. That would be one that I would like to hear your all's thoughts on. So if you all have any ideas, please by all means leave them down in the comments. And as always, everyone, make sure you pick the team up while it's available. This team it's so cool. When you get to do your thing, it's so fun. And Oranguru is just a super underutilized mon, and I'm really glad that in Series 10, where there is no Dynamax, it finally got to come out and play just a little bit. So that is going to be it, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out today. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next week with some more Littleroot laddering. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.